So the main thing in case taking or case discovering, as we say, yeah, it is to try to see what the patient sees, to try to see through the eyes of the patient, through their vision, through what they want to see, what they want to perceive, and not what you want to see or what you want to perceive. We have to see, we have to listen to what they want to say, what is their song, what is their music, what is their energy pattern inside, and where are they focusing, what is the focus where they are focusing. We have to focus on it. It should not be our focus, but it should be their focus. Not should be our eyes or our vision, but it should be more of their vision, their eyes, how they see. So every patient, he writes his own story, he makes his own story, he is the only actor in his own story. He makes it, creates it, imagines it, portrays it, and acts it. Everything happens, all is him, just the patient. Because in general also, in our lives, whatever we see, whatever we listen, whatever we react to, whatever we, it's nothing but what we are. It's just we. It's what we are. It's not the others who are reacting. It's we who see it that way. It's we who perceive it that way. Okay? So the basic needs are that you first need is skills, patience. Patience is the very most important skill. And then comes the other skills. First, we have to be very patient during case taking. We have to just be quiet, just be open ended to whatever is coming from the other end, to be open to it. Generally, what we are taught in our colleges is, when you take the form and you start filling, just tell what is your chief complaint, tell me what is this, tell me what you eat, tell me what is your nature, tell me what dreams you get. But we don't wait patiently and don't wait for what patient is going to say to us. What he wants to speak, from where he wants to start, and not from what we want. Our question should be less leading and more open-ended. It should be broad and not narrow. And we should not interrupt. When patient is speaking, you have to be just be patient and just listen to what he says. You have to read in between the lines. See to what nonsense is coming up. So do not follow any pattern. What I want to say is, don't be fixed to any form, don't be fixed to any pattern. And keep your ambience friendly so that he can speak his heart out. Everything matters. And usually in what happens in pediatric cases, when you try to be a doctor, when you try to be a big person, no, children don't come up with their energy. You have to be with them as they are. You have to be like a child with them. And never let that mother sit with the child. That mother will not allow the child to behave as you want. The mother will scold him. The mother will say, you don't understand anything. What are you doing like a fool? Why are you running from there? Don't allow the mother especially. Talk with her later. Initially talk with the child. Let him be however he wants. Only then children's energy come up in the case. Another thing that is that to do in case taking is encourage patient to speak. Encourage him to speak that yes, you are trying more, you are trying good, you are speaking good. Only then they will try it. When you say them yes, you are getting what they are speaking, you are understanding what they are speaking, they will try more. Otherwise, they will feel that doctor is thinking I am speaking something rubbish. Once recently a patient came, doctor, my head pains, and it's as if like, yes sir, किसी की गुलामी कर रहा है. So I was just patiently listening. So he said, आपको समझ रहा है कि नहीं समझ रहा है? I said, मुझे समझ रहा है, आप बहुत अच्छा बता रहे हो. Continue करो. And the whole case opens up. And if you say him, no, ये क्या बोल रहे हैं आप सिर्फ ये बताओ कि पेन क्या हो रहा है. Just tell me what is paining, how is the pain, when it aggravates, when it ameliorates. You lose the case. You lose that energy. You lose that soul that is coming out. Because it is the patient inner energy that is speaking up, and you are telling him, don't speak. Speak only what I want to. Never do that. Okay? So encourage them and give them their space. Whatever they want to talk, let them talk. Let them do whatever they want for the initial minutes. Just observe. Listen as it is. Don't judge anything. Don't be judgmental. Or don't be anything like prejudiced. Don't be prejudiced with anything. Even if it is your experience in the past. Many people, what they do, that my experience is this, so this is this. Don't do it. Something other will come up. Something other can come up. Something new can come up. So listen beyond their words. What is trying to portray? What is trying to say? What is trying to show? That generally people can show with their hands, with gestures. Pay attention. We have to pay attention to minute clues. Some non-verbal clues also sometimes. Patient once said me, Doctor, when I have asthmatic attack, I feel as if, like he was not able to say, but the arms were like this. It was like this. I feel like this. So, what is the important thing? This. As it is. Don't take your interpretation from this. Let him speak. Wait, patient. Okay? So be attentive to whatever comes up spontaneously. Don't say him. No, say me what this is something nonsense. Or sometimes what happens, patients when they speak, they say, no, I just showed this. This came up ऐसे ही आया, ऐसे ही आया. नहीं, वो ऐसे ही बोल दिया मैंने. ऐसा नहीं है. So this is what comes up. Slip of tongue when they say. नहीं, वो ऐसे ही मुंह से निकल गया. This is what came in spontaneously. This is what came from inside. Involuntarily, right? So different areas to explore. We all know chief complaint, associated complaints, fears, dreams, stressful situations, likes, hobbies, past history. Yeah. What to watch out for is what is coming again and again, again and again. Which topic he is going on again and again. Which words he is using again and again. Which gestures he is showing again and again. What is coming repetitive. What is coming recurring. That is where his energy lies. What is his talk? Something out of context? Something from the conscious mind or something from the subconscious mind? So anything that which does not make sense to you but makes sense to him is out of context. Something very peculiar. This is what Hahnemann said, PQRS. Something strange. What did Dr. Phatak say? That a characteristic symptom, a PQRS symptom is something which should give a tight slap on your face. It should be so characteristic, so peculiar, so strange, so rare. This is when you call it PQRS. So, main question what we all have is where to start then? No? From where to start? Doctor, start kaise karna hai? Patient also usually say, kahan se start kare? Don't say them anything. Or when you yourself feel ki kahan se start kare? Many students ask, from where to start actually? We don't know. Because that is what is the basic problem. We start with the form, whatever is written in the form. Don't start from anywhere. Be open-ended. Let the patient start from anywhere he wants. Give him that freedom, give him that space and see what magic happens then. So, this circle, where is its point? We cannot know. We can only know the center because we cannot know from where the circle started. So let the patient start from anywhere he wants to, whatever he wants to. Whichever point he wants to start, whichever points he wants to stop. Let him start and see what are those things. In the initial minute, these are the things that will come up again and again. He will speak about that is where the energy will lie. Okay. So now, this is the technique, this is the systematized way with how you can do case taking. Okay. Some map. It is the mapping being done which will help you. Okay. So, the eagle way. What is the eagle way? What does the eagle do first? It just soars in there. Doesn't do anything, just soars and soars and soars for some time. This scans what is happening down on the ground. And then it focuses on its prey. It marks its prey and it focuses on its prey. What is doing and what is not. Once it is confirmed, once it is sure, narrows down its flight, goes a little down, zooms on it, and then grabs and kills it. Just the way we have to do on patient. In case taking, we have to see first what is the patient talking all about. पेशेंट क्या बात कर रहा है, जस्ट बैठ के देखना है, ऑब्जर्व करना है, सुनना है, सिर्फ उसकी जबान को नहीं सुनना है, पेशेंट को, उसके हाथों को, क्या बोल रहा है, कहाँ बता रहा है, किस चीज के बारे में बता रहा है, कैसे बता रहा है, सब चीजें सुनना है. दिस इज व्हाट इज लिसनिंग. एंड वंस यू नो all these, you can mark where is the focus of the patient, and once you know the focus, try to make it more and more clear. Soar in that specific area of the focus, and when you know it is sure, zoom on it. Be ready for the kill. You can go inside, you can probe deep, you can probe the experience, and you know your remedy then. Everything is there on you. Everything is there before you. Everything is opened up. You all have eaten pani puri, na? For me, nothing is complete without a pani puri. I'm a big pani puri fan. So, what we usually do while eating a pani puri? We see first pani puri. Yeah? Then we know, either marna hai, either marna hai. And then we see, either ye zyada weak hai. Yeah? We can hit here. This is the focus. And then we hit proper at that point. Then it breaks. Right? Or sometimes you check, na? Here it doesn't happen, you change, here it happens. ऐसे करना है. Take the pani puri way. So, the first step, that is soaring. Let the patient speak whatever he wants to. Let him go with the flow whatever he wants to. Don't interrupt him. Just be with, this is the best question. You know, when I would study, when I would learn with my guru, Dr. Shardul Joshi sir, I would literally count the number of times he used to do this. You have to see minutest thing. Only then magic happens. So you have to just sit back, just listen, let the patient talk about what he wants to. Okay? So why we do this? So that we can see what is the patient talking all about. What is something which is out of proportion. What is something which is very queer, very strange, very rare. Something very out of the context, very different. We have never heard this, something which is very nonsense. Hahnemann doctor has said, now, listen to patient whatever he wants to talk as it is. It should be as it is. And note it down as it is. In his words and not in your words. Then you have to scan. After the patient has talked for the initial 15-20 minutes, 30 minutes, you have to see what has he talked about most. What has he talked about it again and again? What has he talked about again and again? Repetitive, recurring. Something which is out of context. Really nonsense. Because you have to find the focus. You have to see what level of experience patient is. Right? So you have to see. The patient is on the fact level, the diagnosis level, the feeling level, imaginary level, sensation level, on which level? Some patient talk, doctor, I am suffering with this disease and this disease and it since then. Some patient talk, doctor, I have this problem, it's getting worse on doing this, it's getting more on doing this, the pain is like this and like that. Some patients say, doctor, I am getting very irritated due to this problem now. I am just tired of this problem. I feel very lonely. I feel I am very unlucky because of this problem. Some patients say, doctor, you know, like I said, one of my patients, सर दुख रहा और ऐसा लगता है जैसे कोई गुलामी कर रहा है. Someone is ruling my head. So nonsense talk in the initial minutes. This is the beauty of case study. This is what you have to see. You have to feel it. This. When you feel this, na, only then you can know what is the patient want to speak out. You have to see how is he expressing. One patient, he came, he said, I don't have any tensions. I don't have any tensions about money. I don't have any tension about poverty. I don't have any tension about my health. I don't have any tension about my business also. I don't have any tensions in my life, doctor. I am not tired. I don't feel unlucky. Everywhere there is I don't. So he's denying. Everything is denying. But when I asked him, tell me what is to not have or what is to have tension about this, and then he started speaking everything. But I have loan, I have tensions, I have health problems, I have tension about it, about my family and all. Some people project on others, you know, like ऐसा फील होता है ना, उसके जैसा फील होता है, वो सर्वेंट के जैसा फील होता है मुझे. मुझे नहीं फील होता है, सर्वेंट को जैसा फील होता है ना वैसा फील होता है. हाउ दैट सर्वेंट फील्स ना, या दैट सर्वेंट फील्स लाइक दिस. मला नाही वाटत. पण समजा एखादा जर कोण बॉस असेल आणि त्याच्या खालचा जो काम करणारा माणूस असेल ना, त्याला असं वाटेल. मला नाही वाटेल, त्याला वाटेल. सो इज प्रोजेक्टिंग ऑन अनदर. Or see whether he's in touch with himself, that I feel like this, I feel like this. Okay, so this helps us to what to ask next, how to ask the next question, what to ask, how to, when to ask, and which technique to use to further probe in, because this is the most important moment when you ask your first question, because this is going to decide the whole track of the case. One wrong question and you can spoil everything. You have to be very, very alert what to really ask. And that is why you have to soar and you have to scan. You have to just take the overview of the case. And when you know what is the focus of the case, what is coming again and again, which feeling is coming again and again, which delusion, which imaginations are coming again and again, which topic is coming again and again, that is the focus of the case. One of my patients came, he said, my boss, my teacher, professor dominates me, my students are dominating me, then my family is dominating, my brother is dominating me. And then she says, this has become a pattern in my life, doctor. Everyone who comes, he dominates me. This has become a pattern in my life. And that was the time I knew that this is the focus of the case. From last half an hour, she is talking about this thing. I asked her, describe the feeling. And then immediately I clicked. But I have a wrong question. Let me clear about the more of the focus. I changed my question immediately. That tell me, because she was silent, she was thinking. Till that time I changed and said, tell me about this pattern. Just repeat what she says. Tell me about this pattern. And then everything has opened up. And the same thing was seen everywhere, in her fears, in her chief complaint, in her dreams, in her likes, interests, everything. That's when you feel the beauty of this case discovering process of homeopathy. Homeopathy is not so mechanical that give me this, give me this, give me this and take the remedy in 5 minutes. No, no, no. There are at times when you have to do this, but not so. Hahnemann has said, na, you have to do a laborious work. You have to take pains. Only then beauty comes up. So, if the focus is not clear, many times it happens, you can go to subconscious areas. What are the subconscious areas? Is imagination, is dreams, fears, fantasies, the nightmares, hobbies, interests. These are the things from where case can open up, from where he can feel he can feel comfortable. Because usually some patients, they are not comfortable speaking up initially. But when you ask them about their topic, about their likes, interests, they certainly immediately they get comfortable and they start speaking about it. I had many such patients from where the case has opened up, from fantasies, from fears, from hobbies, interests. Usually from interests and hobbies. These are the point. This is the point where patients come out with maximum energy. Okay, so what questions you can ask? What do you feel in this situation? Once you focus, once I know what domination is, once I know her pattern, I can ask her, tell me what you feel in this domination. And then she says, I feel like I have my subordinate. I am inferior. My subordinate is superior. He is the emperor. He is coming in my territory. He is interfering. He is the boss. I want to be the boss. There is a battle going in between us. This is what she says. And then when you ask, what is the effect of this on you? I feel low. I feel alone. I feel dirty. I feel shit. Just like shit. Like a garbage being thrown. Anyone comes and steps on it. Ask her, you have to go this way. Ask her what they feel like. What does this situation affect on them? How it affects them? What is the effect of this situation? How it troubles them? Tell me more about this. Repeat this question. When you repeat this, the patient knows. Patient probes in more and more. The patient imagines more and more. Don't make them think, make them imagine. The more you make them imagine, the more the subconscious thing comes out. So, when you know the focus, when you're sure about it, then take the plunge down. Narrow your flight, narrow on that specific area and just go on it. And then the patient says, I feel like dog. I feel I'm under someone. I feel someone is dominating me. I'm mercy at someone. Only if he gives me food, I will eat. See what nonsense he's talking, what out of context words he's using, and probe on them then. Then dissociate him from himself. Ask him, just talk on this in general, not about you. Leave you, forget you, just talk on this in general. And then you honor the pattern. You get hold of kingdom, subclass, the family, Mayasm. Encourage this time, you have to encourage them. You are doing very nice. Otherwise, they will feel they are talking something nonsense. And the physician is not understanding. And then they say, no, doctor, just forget it, I can see. Sometimes the patient will say, no, bus now, bus. That's all, I'm tired now, bus. Tell them that this is very important to know. You want to know exactly what is happening in depth. The exact. Then they will know that, yes, this is something important. Okay? So he may divert also sometimes, his topic. Don't let them divert. And this is the very crucial point. Let them be there. Okay, so ask them, describe the whole pattern, forget about everything, just concentrate on this, just talk on this in general. Describe this as much detail you can. I didn't understand, tell more, or repeat whatever he's saying. The dominant means what? This means what? How is being dominant important for you? How does being a boss is important for you? What being getting dominated means? Okay. So then you can confirm. Once you know that this is coming again and again, you can confirm with your leading questions. Do you like milk? Do you have fear of heights? Do you have warts? Do you feel cold or hot? Which is suitable to you? Do you have perspiration on occiput? You can confirm this. And then you can repetize. And these are the other techniques, the art, the wise process, like you show him an image and you let him talk about that thing. The angel wish that you ask when the patient is not seeing anything, tell him that suppose if you have an angel wish, he gives you 3 wishes, what will you take the 3 wishes? Sometimes patients don't give their dreams. Tell them, create a dream. Create a dream. Create a fear. Which fear? What is the thing that you don't want to happen in your life? Which is the dream that you don't want to come in your life anytime? What are the wishes you want to happen? When that is when you know what is the issue about the patient. What is the issue? So the level of experiences, the name, that is the level 1, fact, symptom, feeling level, the imaginary level, delusion level, sensation, the energy and the blankness. You have to see which level. According to this, we can also decide the potencies. So I have 3 cases, but today we'll only talk on the first case, that is how from the chief complaint we have to open the case up. How from the chief complaint everything opens up, okay? So case of 23-year-old female with complaints of chronic recurring follicular tonsillitis. And I said the patient, I took this case in my internship times, okay? So the patient was my friend and I asked her that you want to talk about your complaints, you as a person, your habits, stress, your dreams. And I said you want to talk, start from anywhere you can. You can talk anything you can. So she starts with throat pain. She says, "मेरे को throat pain हो रहा है right side पे. It's recurring again and again twice a month. Every 15 days I have that pain. Tonsils are enlarged, tonsils are swollen. There is congestion in the throat, profuse salivation, and I cannot swallow saliva also. On empty swelling also it pains. Liquids and solids I cannot take. I have not eaten food since 2 days. Ear pain while swallowing." So then I said, and she was silent after all this. She was in intense pain, so the energy was in pain. Na? So I decided that here will be what the maximum energy can be. So I asked her, what is the effect of this problem on you? Now we can go in deeper. Okay. So she says, I feel irritated. This happens every time. So I said, describe irritated. What this irritated means. So she says, I am feeling like doing surgery and remove these tonsils. I am tired of this. Every time it happens. This happens from childhood. So I said, describe tired. Now my tolerance level is over. I am fed up now. I am feeling weak now. So I got now what is coming again and again. Tired, fed up, weak. So I said, describe the feeling in detail. So I feel bad. I feel as if there is some problem with me. How much should I tolerate now? Why all problems to me? So a step, she went more deeper. Why all problems to me? Why all problem to me? How much should I more tolerate? So then I asked that how it feels when all problems are to you. So I wanted to get the exact feeling. I wanted to make the focus more clear. So she says, I have to accept it. I feel like I'm a defective piece. Now the delusion level, the imaginary level has come that I am a defective piece. So ask, what is defective piece? So it's like, I am not efficient. I am becoming weak. I am less than others. I can't do what others do normally. Like she was giving me many signs. Weak also, efficient also, not less than others. So I said, tell more. I want to see what comes up again. The important will come again. Dr. Shankaran sir says always one thing. That what is important will come again and again. So I said, tell more. So she says, I feel weak. Others are powerful. I am not lucky. I feel so weak. I have so many problems. So the word weak was coming again and again from the start. So I said, describe the weak now. So she says, when people say that you have so many problems, I have to listen that. I feel inferior. So I avoid all that thing. I don't go amongst people. So I said, tell me more the feeling about being inferior and when all people say what. So she says, I don't feel strong. I feel isolated, as if I'm alone. So we got delusion more deeper, na? As if I'm alone, isolated. So I said, what is the experience? So she says, I feel like everything is coming to me. This was the hand gesture. I feel heavy. Everything is coming to me. I feel heavy. That's a describe heavy. भारी भारी महसूस होता है. बहुत वजनदार कुछ आ रहा है. मैं नहीं सहन कर सकती. I cannot tolerate this. I am very weak. मैं बहुत weak हूँ. So I said, forget about yourself. Tell me in general. Now I wanted to dissociate her. Take her in the nonsense world. Take her in the abstract, the out of context thing. So she says, now suppose this is a table. If you keep some heavy on it, it will break. वो टूट जाएगा. वो वजन नहीं झेल सकता. Or like this mirror. The mirror cannot take heavy weight. It will break suddenly. वो टूट जाएगा एकदम से. मैं भी उस mirror की तरह हूँ. I am just like this mirror. So I said, describe टूट जाएगा. It came again for this table, for herself, for the mirror. So I said, describe टूट जाएगा. So she says, it is not strong. It is weak like me. Can't tolerate. So I got over a general idea what she's speaking. Okay. Then I asked her, describe your dreams. So she says, I'm going to a beach and it is as if full of water. And when I go, everything gets empty. And when it gets empty, I describe your experience. Because don't go on what dreams you have. You will take dreams water. No. Ask her, what is the experience of the dream? So she says that there are cracks on the ground. The cracks develop on the ground as soon as the water gets disappeared. And I wake up in fear. Second dream, I see some goddess and she says that I will destroy everything. So I ask her, what is your experience? She says, sab toot jayega, sab foot jayega. And I want to avoid all this, so I run from there. So you can see the avoidance again. So what are the fears? Water. I avoid going to places where there is water. Beach, swimming pool, all those things. Okay. Stressful situation. She said, I had a boyfriend and my family came to know about it and he was Christian from other caste. And so family asked me to separate. I was very hurt that time and I had to separate and move on. So I asked her, what is the experience? Don't take the elements from disappointment. Ask what is the experience. This is when you will get to know the core issue, the core thing, the crux. She says, I feel very bad, became so weak, was hurt, as if I wanted to run away from everything. So what was the experience to be in that situation? टूट गई थी मैं पूरी तरह से, बिखर गई थी पूरी तरह से. So I asked, what do you mean by toot jana, bikar jana? Because previously also it came. So she says, like you pluck a flower from the plant, there is a break. Earlier it was one, now it is a break. Now there is break in it. It is so weak, it is so delicate. I asked her nature, I tolerate everything, I have so much patience. In my life there have happened many changes, but I accepted everything. Even if I got hurt, I accepted. So what do you feel? It was too heavy to tolerate. I can't tolerate all this thing. It is coming all on me. मैं टूट जाऊंगी अभी. I will break now. I feel weak. I'm not strong. And then I asked her to draw something on टूट जाएगा, something on break. And then she drew this. Table टूटेगा. Again the mirror, it will be in pieces. If it is strong, there will be cracks. You can see. Then I asked her about, I was confirmed, I was now sure about the remedy. Then I asked her about everything, the details. She says, I like ice cream, sour, perspiration palms, menses they're dark. Then I asked her, do you have fear of falling? Because I was confirmed about the remedy. And fear of falling is very hitting out that remedy. She said, yes. During sleep, I feel as if I'm falling down from my bed. And I get up, suddenly wake up in fear. And this happens every day, daily. So my analysis was, there is sensitivity and reactivity. There is something which she can't tolerate. There is something which she can't sense now. And there is reaction to it from herself. She feels weak. She avoids this. So I can know the psychotic miasm here. She is not something who is struggling. Or something where destruction is seen. Not soric, not superiority. Psychotic. She knows her weakness. She knows I am weak. So she avoids it. The key words were weak, strong, heavy, tootna, bikharna, cracks, break, can't tolerate, delicate, emptiness, into pieces, glass-like. So plant kingdom, conifers, and psychotic miasm, that is thuja. The DD was Leguminosae. Leguminosae is the Watana family, the Baptisia family. They feel that everything will be scattered, everything will be in pieces, everything fragmented. So they want all pieces to be together, all parts to be together. We see in Vatana, what happens when the Vatana is one? When you open up, all the seeds, that small, they come out. All the peas, they come out, the green peas. Scrofulariaceae, that is the digitalis family. They feel that two things, they come up. Two separate entities, they come up and then they connect. But nothing as such here, right? So the main sensation here was inner weakness, the fragility, the delicacy. So delicate. I cannot take up, I cannot tolerate, I will break into pieces. And the continuity is lost, like the plant. The flower plucked, it was one earlier. Now it is broken, now there is a break. So conifers, this is the sensation. Just like eggshell, it is so fragile, so delicate, it can just break. The continuity will be broken. So Thuja 200 single dose was given. Just 2 days and she messages me that पूरा pain गया, there is no pain, zero pain, I am having food now. खाया ही नहीं था मैंने काफी दिन से. After 15 days, no pain, throat irritation is there because every 15 days she would have this. I can eat everything now. Did not eat food for 2 days, but now I can eat again. No irritating feeling, no feeling of weakness. And see what she says now. I cooked food at home for the first time, and what my mother said, मेरी बेटी अभी strong हो गई. My daughter is strong now. Was this important for her to say? Again, she stresses on that thing, that I have become strong now. After 6 months, third follow-up, it has not occurred again. The one time it had occurred, previous, it got solved within 2 to 3 days. No remedy was given. Now, after having ice cream also, I have no problem. Earlier, when I had ice cream, I would get problems with cold drinks and cold food. Now I don't have any problem. I can eat it. About Tootna, no situation has occurred yet that I will feel such. I don't know. I'm just happy. She doesn't perceive anything like that. So how will she tell? Fourth follow-up after 3.5 years. Just recently I took a follow-up. I said, tell me about those complaints when I took your case long back, 4 years before in the college. She says, अभी better है, बहुत कम है, maybe 6-7 months में हुआ. 2016 में केस हुआ था, right? In 2016 I had taken. Do you take medicines any now? She said, no, Abhi, I don't take. And the problem also depends if I take anything cold or anything oily. Abhi nahi hai. उस दिन ही ठीक लगा मुझे. I said, today I am going to present your case in my Zoom webinar. The same day I took a follow-up when I want to going to present the seminar. I thought, let's take the follow-up. What about 4 years after? I'm feeling good. Have not taken any allopathic medicine thereafter. She was planning for tonsillectomy. Herself a homeopath. Overall good, physically good, mentally strong, and emotionally not weak at all. See the again same thing. She may again need same remedy. If at all she has any problems or she comes. जिसको जो बोलना बोलने दो. I don't care. So this was my repetition. Delusion brittle, fear falling, the main thing. Throat pain, empty swelling, tonsils, the right side is more affected. So swelling is there, ear pain is there when swallowing. She likes ice cream, sour things, throat pain on swallowing, perspiration, palms, menses dark, black, coagulated, yeah, clots. So this was how we go through the process of case taking. This was part one where we saw how to open up from chief complaint. The other part is when you don't have any focus, when you don't know what the focus is, and then from there you have to open up. I have that case, but we'll decide someday later. So the message is that a wise old owl, it sat on an oak. The more he saw, less he spoke. Less he spoke, more he heard. Why aren't we like that bird? Why don't we listen? Why don't we see? Why we speak more? Why don't we speak less? Why don't we hear more? Let's start listening more. Let's start seeing more. Let's start hearing more. And let's start speaking less. And also if we speak, more open-ended question, not a broad question, not a leading question. You can ask confirmatory question at the end. So friends, this was how I go in my practice, how I do in my practice. There are situations when we have to give remedy within 5 minutes also, within less time also. But not every time you have to follow that thing. If you have time, take the case. Many people say that in rural areas, patients don't speak. Nothing like that. I have my OPD in rural area also. Nothing like that. Really nothing like that. So if you have any questions, any doubts, you can write to us. I mentioned my email ID here. And nowadays we have also a WhatsApp group. You can write to us there. Okay. I have the Instagram clinic page with the same name of a channel, Arihant Homeopathic Clinic. And now we have a WhatsApp group, a learning group, where we discuss about these all materia medica, case taking, repertory. We have some 300 to 350 members there. I mean, learn daily some activities are happening. Daily I conduct some activities. So you can join. I mentioned my phone number here. You can write to me on it, okay? You can write to me here. And if you like all our work, you can subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys. I hope it helps you and start doing this. It will help you. It is a process. It is not a one night result or a 1 day result or a 1 day process. It is a process. You will take time. First, you will don't know what to ask, how to ask. Follow this mapping. You will start asking questions. Then you don't know what to ask further. Slowly you will follow the mapping. Slowly you will develop your style of case taking, style of case discovering what is the patient's inner force, the inner song will explore, the inner song explore it, discover it. Then you know how to confirm. Then you know what are your mistakes. Audio record your case so that it helps you. Okay? Thank you.